At the end of the day, the next 8 weeks is ultimately what I'm going to become known for. Years from now, a year from now, whatever. The next 8 weeks is what's going to put me on the map. All right, what's up, y'all? Here we go. Crush Equity. And I'm excited. This is the first actual leg day I've done in over a month. This is the first workout after the composition and blood work and all that. I wanted to give myself a few days because this is going to be a very intense 8 weeks. This is basically my training camp is what this is. This is me, you know, I put out a bold statement. I'm going to show y'all what Crush Equity is. So, I mean, that really is enough said. So, I think there's everything that needs to be said in that one statement. Either I do that or I don't. If 8 weeks go by and you're like, what the fuck is Crush Equity? I didn't do my job and I bullshitted. But if you're like, oh, damn, okay, that's what Crush Equity is, then I've done my job and you understand. I'm excited, actually. You know, this has been an interesting journey so far. You know, I started this last November and kind of just, you know, did some real basic stuff, especially those first couple months. It was a lot of just body weight and 20-pound dumbbell shoulder presses. And I mean, you're seeing a journey. You're seeing myself teach myself a skill from scratch, all right? So, I mean, I had a little experience from way back in the day and all that. I've talked about that. But 95% of this, I'm teaching myself, and I'm learning as I go. So I'm learning as I go. So for y'all asking why I keep mentioning these big names, well, it's because those are the people I'm learning from. They're the modern day philosophers for fitness. YouTube is a public forum where people debate, discuss, and share. It's just a big ass forum, right? It's a centralized hub forum where people can communicate and share ideas, thoughts, videos, movies, TV shows, whatever, right? There's no middleman. It's YouTube, and then you got the creator, and it eliminates everything in between. It's beautiful. It's one of the most American things ever made. I know some people will disagree with that. I've kind of talked about it. I love YouTube in its purest form because it's the greatest library in human history. And I mean, I don't even think it's close. The Vatican Library, even the Library of Congress, that's all royal stuff, you know. Whereas YouTube, from the lowest peasant, drugged out of their mind, you know, bent over homeless person, to kings, presidents, queens, you know, and the most famous people on the planet with, you know, billions and billions and billions and billions of views. You know, getting back to that, you know, the people that I talk about are the modern philosophers for this whole fitness and stuff. You know, the Doucette, you know, the Bromley, you know, Eddie Hall, Shaw, you know, Brian Shaw, and like Juju Boo Boo or whatever his name is. You know, these different strongmen, and then the really badass one that showed out, like Hooper. You know, these are like strongmen philosophers, lifting in general. Then you got like Doucette, Nippert, Athlete X is another one. You got your like info philosophers, and then you got your philosophers slash, you know, whatever you would call someone that's doing stuff, you know, like on an active journey, like Sam Solik, or, you know, Jesse James West is an entertainer, you know, and then you got Will Tennyson, who's an entertainer slash info, and then, you know, you got Trin Twins, Sam Solik. You know, these are philosophers. These are who I've spent hundreds of hours learning from over the last year, especially. And so, yeah, so I reference them because that's what YouTube's all about, right? You know, I'm telling you, maybe you don't want to watch the guy that's only been doing this for 6 months, still 450 something pounds. You know, you want to go watch the dude that's been doing this their whole life. You know, so I'm gonna be like, hey, I learned this from here. You know, and so that's why I reference it. That's why I talk about it. Those are the philosophers that I look up to in the modern day for this space. Also, about starting this from scratch and vlogging it from day one, is you're getting to see me teach myself a skill through YouTube learning, and yeah, and then I have my IRL, and then I have my real life circle of influence, which is very small. I don't let anyone close unless I really trust. That's just me, but I do have a very close inner circle, and some of that's regarding fitness, and I haven't talked about it for a reason. But yeah, eventually, maybe one day, if I ever go down the fighting route, I'll just put it that way. If I ever go down a fighting route, you'll learn about that. But otherwise, probably not, because that's some. Well, anyways, doesn't matter. But that's for that. So this is like my own 8-week training camp, and so like I said, from like November to January was like one phase, and then the engine blew out of my car, and I kind of took a little bit off, and I came back, kind of dilly-dallied for a while, and then had that injury, which I've never even talked about. Eventually, I will another week. I kind of took off. It was more like 5 days. And then I came back, and that's when I did the video with my mom. I started doing the kettlebell warm-ups, and I really started, I went from a regular keto to a high-protein ketovore, and, I did multiple things all at once, and then that's when I just, and that's when I had that from March to April, where I lost 15 pounds of fat and built 5 pounds of muscle. And then this last period was a metabolism reset. If you go back to my last weigh-in, I talk about that. Now, I don't know if I was meant to drag it on as long as it did. Obviously, the calf affected some things, but I accomplished that. My body is primed and ready. And I don't know exactly how to explain that until I talk about a big cheat meal. But I can tell that I have reset my metabolism. It's not stressed out from all the fasting, if it ever was. And it is ready to burn fat. So this is going to be exciting. And it just, so I have, since this very beginning, I've had a couple bold claims. And I think for the most part, I've backed them up. Obviously, the main one is 250-pound weight loss journey, recomposition. But, that's going to take a little while. So, for me, I think minimum I need to put, so in this 8-week period, my goals, 10 pounds of muscle, 30 pounds of fat. Now, that's pretty heavy. That's about averaging about half a pound of fat a day and a little over 1 pound of muscle a week. But I think that's possible with Fat Boy Equity, Newbie Equity, and Crush Equity. Those 3 things should absolutely be possible, but that's also setting the bar high. I think that's, even for a big fat bastard like me, that's just starting to lift on this journey, that's pretty lofty goals. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Again, I don't know, I've never met or really talked to anyone my size about any of this. So, I don't know. But from what I've read and learned and my own experience, that 5 pounds, it's definitely possible. But we're going to see. But that's some serious recomposition. Like, that's some impressive shit. That's why I made the Royd video, because I do that and then people are going to be talking. But like I said, I don't give a fuck. I explained everything. We're good on that. So that's what I'm excited about. That's kind of my challenge is, I want my results to be so crazy that it stirs some shit up. And then, but that's, it is what it is. That's the fun part of it. And that's, like I said, that weight's lifted. I don't care. And I'm doing the blood work. So, I mean, whatever. I'm excited, because I'm going to be pushing myself in a way I haven't yet in this 8 weeks. And it's going to be a lot of what I've done. Just, I don't know. It's going to be like 8 weeks was a while to do this. Boom, 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 boom. Again, coming from a background of sitting on my ass for basically my whole life to boom, right, or, just been the last 6 months where I've worked out fairly consistent. This 8 weeks, this is a serious camp for myself. And I'm excited. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters to me, I can look in the mirror and smile and say, good fucking shit, bro. If I can do that at the end of the 8 weeks, I'm fine with results. As long as I can do that, know in my heart I did what I needed to do, I'm good. So I hope, I'm glad that y'all are here for the journey. I'm glad y'all are here to see what happens. And if you're not, you're just going to come back for the results. I understand completely. I got channels where I do that, and I got channels where I follow the whole thing. So I get it completely. And I'm going to be here either way, putting on the show. And yeah, so like I've said a couple times, when I got off work today, I went to Walmart, and I'm going to start, I think, incrementally. Oh, and by the way, unless something happens, this is going to be a home gym challenge. You know, because since the very beginning, I've been big into the home gym thing, and I've explained why. I think that's very important. There's a lot of people that don't live by a gym. They're too shy to go to a gym, so they never work out. There's a lot of, the gym is a barrier for a lot of people. For gym bros, it doesn't make sense. It's like that's your castle. That's where you meditate. That's where you love and all that. But for a fat bastard like me, or even a skinny, shy, emo person, or whatever, insert whatever stereotype, just being, a gym is a barrier. But the only barrier to this is 5 feet. That's it. From where I sleep to where I work out is about 5 feet. So that's huge. It's huge for me. I love it. I'm comfortable here. And I feel a little awkward in the gym. So for now. And then what can I do with literally you take away the adjustable dumbbells, it's about a $200 home gym, and that's a lot. If you hustle, and that's the one cool thing I'm proving, is you can have basically a full gym. Like, you don't need anything else. You can easily do the first year, 2 years, or even indefinite of your journey training with what I have, especially if you're half my size. You know what I mean? So if I haven't outgrown this shit, I know you ain't going to. But the adjustable dumbbells I love those. Those are so cool. But again, that was a luxury, and that's a big part of from y'all. That's, y'all made I made $200 since I got monetized. That's exactly what those dumbbells cost for both of them, $198. And so I went to Walmart today, and I picked up a couple 25-pound plates. So we got a total of I've got more weights I haven't even shown yet, but we'll get to that another time because this is going to be plenty for today. But I've got a total of 6 25s now, which is 150 pounds. And then the bar is 20 pounds. And then on there's 20s. I may have to take those off because those are big, and so they're kind of getting smushed because all the weight comes down on this one vinyl plate. It's I may alter that around, but in any case, we're going to be able to put easily 200 to 220 pounds on this bar. So, which can be nice, and for obviously squats, back squats, Zerchers, bench press for higher reps. Well, that's close to a push-up actually, 200 something pounds, but it's different, I don't use near as much shoulder on a bench press as I do a push-up. I use a decent amount of shoulder when I'm doing push-ups. And so, and also narrow grip, which is one of my favorite. If you've been watching, I tried doing something janky where I tried skull crushing, but doing that with 120, 130 pounds from a dead weight, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, we're going to have a lot more flexibility. And then plus, like I said, I got 2 25s, 2 15s, and 2 more 10s over there. And a whole other straight bar if I need it. I don't know that I will. But, yeah. Which is going to be nice with all these extra weights. And I may get 2 more 25s. But it's going to let me load up the easy bar and the main bars for supersets, especially rows with curls. That's what I see definitely in the future. Narrow grip or regular lighter bench press with skull crushers. Because if you've been watching, I love my supersets. And just look at that. That's that wasn't there just, I know that looks like jiggles, but that's muscle under there pushing that out. You know what I mean? These arms are crazy, bro. My arms are actually crazy. And it's going to be real fun because fat's going to really melt off in this 8 weeks. And so I'm going to really start to see some more cool shit. And if you've been watching, I geek out, and that's when I get my little wee. I get real excited and I start seeing shit for the first time. It's really cool. So yeah, like, but yeah. So I think that's good. Let's just get warmed up and get going. It's not. Oh, I've also got some loop bands on the way and a whole assisted pull-up thing for the park. So I'm excited about that. You know what? I'll save that for back. I'll save that for a surprise. And you already know, but I'll chop it down. Kettlebells, absolute. And I love this more than anything there is for any lift I do to just get the blood flowing and warm my body up. It's like a good 40 to 80 kettlebell swings. And since it's leg day, I'm going to bend my knees more than I normally would. Do more like a squat swing. Let's try some light jumping jacks. I haven't done these. Oh yeah. Okay. Whew. Oh yeah. Such a good workout. Or such a good warm up. Alright, now I'm just do some sidewalks, and I do these to activate my gluteus medius. Make sure I'm getting low. Which, if you've been here from the beginning, for me, getting parallel is important to me. I want to be parallel. I want deep ass squats. I would much rather squat deeper and lighter than heavier and shallower every time. Alright, we're going to do another bodyweight set after a short rest. Feeling some tension right in here that I'm not used to feeling. So I need to be careful. There's one thing when you do something to a muscle, sometimes healing pulls on other things in a funky way. So these are the first actual squats. I mean, I did those body weights with golf. But that's different with weight. And quite frankly, I was more focused on the golf than the squats at the time. Ooh. 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 Whew. Like I said, I'm feeling a strange tension. I'm not used to feeling when I squat in my left knee. So I'm gonna pay attention to that. Because my sister's the one that told me to watch for that. And she's a massage therapist specializing in sports medicine. She knows her shit. She said it may take a couple workouts for it to balance back out. So. So yeah, first leg day back, not going completely to failure, leaving one or two in the tank. Quads are I'm definitely feeling it in a good way. Quads are filling up. That's actually kind of crazy how full they already feel. Shit. Alright, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do one more set of these, and then I'm going to throw the 25s on there, even though I definitely don't need to, and just do a set to failure with that. Or mostly to failure, because I can't drop these weights, so I can't go 100% completely to failure. Because if I did, obviously I'm going to drop the weight. These are vinyl, so if I drop them, they just go poof. And I don't want my money to go poof. I mean, I just went and spent $200 on a bunch of these 25-pound cast iron plates. You know, but, whew. Yeah, see, I could tell that my left knee and calf are compensating for whatever happened. I've never felt anything right here. I feel a good amount of tension right here, and then right here. And the injury happened right here. So right here, and right here, this whole left side is compensating for whatever happened. So, but at some point you just gotta say fuck it, right? Well, we reached that point where we're saying fuck it. Pause squat. Woo. Woo, no resting. Pause squat. Woo. 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 Ah. Oh yeah. Woo. Ah. Woo. Ah. Woo. Ah. Ah. Woo. Ah. Oh. Woo. 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 Oh. Oh. Woo. So everyone watching, I would not advise you doing what I'm about to do in my exact situation. I should do another set of this, maybe a couple more, but I'm going to throw the 25-pound plates on there. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's 160 pounds. If I can't squat a third of my body weight at any time, funky calf or not, the fuck am I doing? Now I have been looking at some other leg extension exercises. I'm not going to mess with any of those today. With some bands, I found a couple things. Obviously my favorite's going to always be sissy squats, just because I love doing sissy squats. As big as I am, I have yet to see a single person anywhere near my size doing sissy squats. So I'm probably just going to almost always do those, but I have been looking at a couple other things. Whew. Whew. One more. Okay. Oh. Hell yeah. I'll take that say. I'll take that say. Fuck. I'll take 8 sets. Woo. Or 8 reps, I mean. I'll take 8 reps at 160. Okay. Whew. And if you've never tried just doing a bunch of squats for leg day, you should try it sometime. My whole body is shaking right now because I haven't done this in like 6 weeks. Or 5 weeks. But you don't know how I'm growing these big ass quads as fast as I am. Or refining them or whatever. Almost every leg day I've ever done is that. There's like 6 to 10 sets of that. Whew, I'm shaking, y'all. Ah, it feels good to be doing legs again. Sometimes I hate it in the moment, but I love my leg days. Whew. Oh yeah. Body shaking, dripping in sweat. It's gotta be leg day, baby. Gotta be leg day. Oh, 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 shit. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do this spot squat. nice lower back exercise workout too. Oh, let's try a couple sets of RDLs. I don't want to do too many because those put a lot of pressure on the calf, but I'm going to try them and see. As always, sweat equity tells the true tale, bro. Whew. What a leg day. Here's leg back day. Between the Zerchers and that's like a damn full back workout almost. Whew. Okay. Yeah. We still gotta do some calf raises. This is all we're gonna do for hamstrings. And again, with my squats, that's another reason I love they hit the whole thing, man. The wide stance Zerchers, they hit the glutes, the hamstrings, and the quads. And this is one of the few times I'm trying to keep my back rigid. Whew. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Whew. Damn, that really got my traps excited. My traps and my base of my neck. Whew. Whew. And I have to do it like that because if I try and keep it close to my body, I don't feel them. I only feel it when I hang it like that. Oh, that's not a pain, Vince. It's just you know, when you work something in a weird way, it's like you're uncomfortable. It doesn't hurt, but yeah, it's kind of how it is with my traps and upper back right now. Which I guess, I mean, I would have thought with the Zerchers it would have warmed everything up. I don't know. All right, let's do some proper calf raises because I don't have too many videos of actual good calf raises. Whew. These are knee over toes calf raises. Ow! Oh, okay. Whew. All right, great workout back. I'm happy with that. Whew. Kicking it off with a good start. So this is 8 weeks. We're gonna call it something. I don't know. I don't have to call it something, but this is our 8-week blast. There we go. At the end of the day, the next 8 weeks is ultimately what I'm going to become known for. A million subs from now, years from now, a year from now, whatever. The next 8 weeks is what's going to put me on the map. That's what people are going to remember me for. So, you're here for it. Get ready.